Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, we're going to be talking about my predictions for Cobra Kai Season 5 and just predictions and theories in general that could, happen in Season 5. If you guys haven't watched Cobra Kai, it's basically about the Karate Kid. If you haven't seen the Karate Kid movies, that happened in the 80s, and now 30 years later, Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso, who were rivals in the Karate Kids in the 80s, are now 55 years old with their kids and everything, and now their kids are having rivals, and they still have their rival. It's a whole entire storyline about the Karate Kid, but it's a very good storyline, and it's a very interesting show. But before I discuss my predictions and theories, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe, turn on notifications. Let's go for 129 likes on the video. That'd be much appreciated. All you have to do is tap that like button. It really does help me out a lot. I have my Patreon down below, my Discord down below, my Twitch, my Twitter, my Instagram. Would really appreciate all the support over there. And without further ado, let me discuss my theories about Cobra Kai Season 5 on Netflix. So my first theory is that Miguel Diaz will find his father. If you guys don't remember, at the end of Season 4, he left a note for his mother, and he said, "I'm going off to find the truth about my father." And then Miguel's mom says that his father doesn't know about it.
There's something I didn't tell you about my ex-husband.
I know. You said he's a bad dude. Don't worry, I can handle myself. And I'm sure he'd never hurt his own son.
That's just it. He doesn't know Miguel exists. I just want my baby back home safe.
I'll make sure of it. I promise.
So I feel like he's gonna go find the truth about his dad, come back like 2 or 3 episodes later, and then he's gonna come back, resent his mom because she never told him the truth, and she never told Miguel's father that he had a son. And then this leads to like Miguel saying, "I could have had a father figure my whole entire life," blah blah blah. So then they get in an argument, and on top of that, he comes back. Now that Robbie and Johnny hugged it out at the end of Season 4, he's going to see that Robbie's with Johnny, so they're going to be in a whole entire rival, and then Miguel's going to hate both of his mom and his sensei, and then he's going to go to Cobra Kai. You heard it here first. That's my prediction. I think Miguel goes to Cobra Kai, and they win in Season 5. I think Terry Silver will work his magic, pay off Miguel, buy him everything he wants. He's always been a poor kid. And that's just how it'll happen. I think he's gonna have a parallel storyline to how Daniel LaRusso had in Karate Kid. Daniel LaRusso went to Cobra Kai for a little bit, so I think that's gonna happen with Miguel. But only time will tell. My next theory or prediction, I guess you could call it, is that I think Tori is going to try and expose Cobra Kai for paying off the refs for the tournament. I think she feels bad. And you could tell, like by the end of the show, she genuinely felt sorry for Sam.
You know what? Played it just right. No one suspects a thing. The money will be in your account tomorrow morning. Thank you, Mr. Silver.
And I think she's going to try to go to Miyagi-Do and work with Daniel LaRusso, which is going to be fine. I think they'll work it out, her and Sam, somehow. But Mike Barnes, who is rumored, or I don't know if it's rumored or confirmed, to come back to Cobra Kai, is returning to the show. And Mike Barnes was on Cobra Kai. So I think Mike Barnes is going to go help out Terry Silver. And you might be wondering, well, why does that matter with Tori's storyline going to, Daniel LaRusso and Miyagi-Do? Well, I think that Mike Barnes could potentially be Tori's father. Not positive, but that would cause for another plot twist in the storyline. And then, now her father's on Cobra Kai with Terry Silver. Now she's over with Daniel LaRusso, his rival. So now it's just like that's a whole nother storyline, because this is what Cobra Kai likes to do. This is what the writers like to do. They like to create new rivalries, new storylines, and go back and forth, 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 until we think there's an ending, and there's not an ending, and there's another back and forth. But this is going on with like 4 different storylines at once. Same with Anthony LaRusso and Kenny, whatever his name is. So those two have the rivalry. I think Anthony's going to learn karate and eventually, beat Kenny somehow, some way in a tournament. Another theory is that Kreese is going to somehow get out of prison. I don't know how, but I feel like he's going to get out of prison. And since Terry obviously turned his back on him, I think that Kreese will try to get back into Johnny's life. And I think this is going to cause for another back and forth between him and Johnny. Johnny not wanting Kreese in his life. And then it's going to be like another thing with Daniel LaRusso. He's going to be like, you know, now you're back with Kreese. They're going to go back at it again. Or he's just going to like totally wave off Kreese. Kreese goes out on his own, disappears again, or like does something on his own, maybe in his own dojo. Now there's 4 dojos. And from the trailer, if you guys haven't seen the season 5 trailer, it looks like Johnny like completely stopped karate. It looks like he completely stopped, and he was Ubering in the Netflix trailer, and he wasn't working with Daniel. So I think eventually throughout the show he'll end up going back to Daniel with Robbie, but I'm not positive. And then it'll end up being Miyagi-Do versus Cobra Kai by the end, and I think Cobra Kai will win with Miguel winning, or Miguel loses, goes back to Johnny in season 6. I don't know, but those are my theories / predictions for season 5. It's just so interesting. There's so many routes this could go, because all I know is that there's going to be new rivalries. There's going to be the same rivalries, and they're just going to go back and forth all season. That's all I know, because that's all it's been all season, all 4 seasons. So there's definitely, like, one of those is definitely going to become true. The farthest fetched one is by far Mike Bryan's being Tori's father, but it's just something to think about, something to consider. I could definitely see that happening in season 5. Like, that's an easy plot twist to predict right there. But I don't know. Let me know you guys' predictions. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you think it's realistic or not. But with Mike Barnes coming back, it's going to be very interesting. With Kreese in prison now that Terry Silver turned his back on him, that's interesting. Like Johnny and Robbie. Now Miguel's going to come back, see that, and his mom. It's just so awkward. And then Daniel. So, I mean, who knows, guys? Who knows? Daniel has his friend that he almost killed 30 years ago. Now he's back helping him with Miyagi-Do, so that's interesting as well.
But will you help me finally put an end to Cobra Kai?
Yes.
It's going to be awesome. Sorry I don't know names. I still need to, I just finished Cobra Kai. I watched it in a week, so I'm still trying to, refresh my memory of watching Karate Kid 10 years ago. But this storyline, if you guys haven't seen it, it is so amazing. The only reason I really love the show is because of the Karate Kid movies. It's like a bunch of nostalgia / like, oh my god, this storyline, it's incredible how they kept it going 30 years later, and added all these old, like, the same actors. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, Johnny Lawrence, the character, comes back. No, it's Johnny Lawrence and the same actor comes back. That's what's so cool about this, seeing the same actors come back and return. All the nostalgia flows in. The Karate Kid movies were amazing, so you guys definitely need to give them a watch if you haven't already, and then watch Cobra Kai. It's such an entertaining storyline, and I can't wait for season 5. I can't believe I'm saying that. I actually am pretty excited for season 5. I think it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, spend time with your friends and family, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.